I did want to show you how to turn the hearing aids off and on when you are not putting them in the charger, because when you put them in the charger, it automatically turns the hearing aids off and then back on again when you take them out of the charger. The toggle, the button on the hearing aid has a toggle. So the top of the toggle does raise the volume up, the bottom does lower the volume. But if I did a long press on that bottom button for about 3 seconds, the light does actually turn red and it does turn the hearing aid off. If you do that while it's in your ear, you will hear a tune play when you turn it off. And then to turn it back on, you just do another long press. I do about 4 or 5 seconds. The light does turn green, but when you have it in your ear, it does play a startup jingle. So you're gonna wanna turn it off if you're not putting them into the charger, because when you put them in your case, that's also in your kit, that's going to be where you put the hearing aids when they're not in the charger. Otherwise, you take the chance of losing them. So you turn them off so the hearing aids aren't whistling at one another when they're in the case. The next thing I want to show you is how to replace the rubber domes and replace the wax guards that are underneath the domes. So what I do is I pinch the side of the dome. Rather than going from the top, I go from the side and pinch it and just tug it off. There is a card that will be in your bag of all new domes that we recommend you replace the first of every month. Some people go a little longer, some people go a little bit more often, depending on how much wax they produce. So that's how you take the dome off, is by pinching it and pulling it off. But underneath it, there's a white wax guard. And if that gets plugged up with wax or sweat, sound is not going to pass through, so you're not going to hear well out of it. So you'll either know you need to replace it because the hearing aid's not going to be working, or if you just change them the first of the month, you'll just keep everything clean and you're always going to be hearing well. These are the wax guards. They're black and they have 6 in a, it's a wheel, and then there's 6 of them in it. So what you do is you pull one of the tools out and it's got the new wax guard on it, and the other side of it has a little black stick on it, and the stick is how you pull the old wax guard out. So the stick will go into the wax guard. Once you have it in place, it'll click. You pull it out, and then right next to it is the new one. So you just place that in and pull it back out. And then you grab a new dome, either from the pack or maybe the same one, depending on how old it is, and you just kind of line it up in the center and push, and it will go back on.